I haven't made a video in quite a while. Depression and anxiety from my recent layoff really knocked me for a loop. When I started this vlog series, I did so in part to give me something to do, because I thought that having some sense of purpose would help to stave off those feelings. And to some extent, it worked, for better or worse. For about a week, I was optimistic, driven, and super engaged with my content creation and my workouts. Then the content creation started to slip, then the workout started to slip, and then everything else kind of spiraled with them. I'm not a therapist, but my therapist is, and talking about this has been really helpful. I've realized that instead of running away from my anxiety, I need to deal with it, which brings us to today. We've got a lot to catch up on, and I need more coffee. Right now, though, I've got some work to do on an online course I've been taking to help beef up my coding chops. I'm not looking to become a software engineer or anything, but I am trying to use this time to increase my skill set and make me more efficient at the jobs that I do. I'm all about operational efficiency, and part of the way that I affect that is by automating things that computers are much better at doing than humans. So through basic scripting, I've been able to automate a lot of tasks that have been very redundant or repetitive, but my solutions, while they work, haven't been super elegant. So I wanted to take this opportunity to get better at both front-end and back-end design. Well, I made it. It was not pretty. The first one felt hard and manageable. The second one felt pretty miserable. By about halfway into the third one, I didn't think I was going to get through it. And I felt that way for every interval from halfway through 3 all the way up until the penultimate one. Once I get to that one, I know I'm going to make it through. I just tell myself, this is the last one I have to recover from. And then to the last one, it really is just empty the tank. It doesn't matter if you collapse and pass out on your bike afterward. You're good to go. It probably shouldn't have this kind of effect on my mood, but I feel really, really good right now. Anxiety. It's been pretty tough to deal with. But one of the things that has helped me was realizing that the emotions themselves are not bad. Anxiety serves a purpose. Imagine you've got a deadline or some big meeting where you're presenting. A little dose of anxiety can help spur you on to actually prepare for that presentation. What's really been helpful for me was to consider the interplay between emotions, thoughts, and actions. So, for example, I might feel anxiety because I know that I need to provide for my family and I don't have any income to do that. In the past, that's led to some pretty damaging thoughts like, I'm useless, I'm a terrible husband, terrible dad, I can't provide, I'm not marketable. You get the idea. Those thoughts, those are not good, particularly because they're not true. So when I realize, hey, I'm experiencing this anxiety, this emotion, and hey, these thoughts are popping up into my head. What's triggering those thoughts? What's the evidence for these thoughts being true versus what's the evidence for these thoughts not being true? While I might believe all those things before examining the evidence for and against, afterward, I usually am in a better place. So rather than experiencing this anxiety, then immediately turning to those negative thoughts, believing them, and then not doing the things that make me happy, which only leads to fuel more anxiety, I've started to examine those thoughts, try to determine, are they really accurate? What's really happening? Kids' soccer practice got canceled, which is great because it is pouring rain and I was not looking forward to that. Lights on. Hey. And since I've got some extra time on my hands and it's my wife's birthday and we've got extra homemade bread laying around, I think I'm gonna make her some bread pudding. Well, the bread pudding was excellent, but during the making of this video, a ton of stuff happened. For updates on that, watch this space, but for more in this series, you can click right here. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.